Okay, we are live, and we have. Let's see, we have Cat Witt, Mr. King Mofo versus Lian Zhong. Let's just keep decks up. They are waiting for me, so let's not keep them waiting too long. It is morning, where I'm at 8 o'clock. Let's just have a quick sweep of the decks for Kalimsha, Lian Zhong. We have Keeper of Water, the Dishonor deck. It is the Crab Splash for the cats, and it's also playing an interesting Mantis deck Kinja in the deck. It's gonna be cool. We'll see for some cancels. We have 2 Forger, 2 Sensor, and a Spicy Icon swing in there. And the Bushy Builder deck I can't seem to open. Okay, so we'll have to do without the Dragon deck. So good luck, dogs. It's weird. Oh well. Alright, so Team Alpha is on my team, the Rokugani Mad Dogs, so I'll try to be a bit unbiased at least. SB, go watch the stream instead, jeez. So the standings currently are for Rokugani Mad Dogs we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wins. To Cat's Eyes 1, 2, 3, 4 wins. So Mad Dogs are ahead by a bit. There are some big matches left. Of course, we have a Rush versus J-Mart. That's gonna be big. Khadgar and Murph, interesting. Bill Jr. and Nash, also good match. Other good matches here. Laska, Solson, also good players. Casey Ori, Casa. Setup potential, Sigil and Adam H. Alright, let's go. So there's Keeper of Void, Mountain Anvil's Castle. So maybe I was gonna say need to master the test deck, but no Pathfinder's Blades, we'll have to see. So we see Kalimsha opening with a Vice Proprietor. Oh, that's interesting. Dispatch Knowers. And King Nuofo is just giving Kalimsha an opportunity to use it. It's not the greatest target, but it is still a 3 strength. Shigenya add, it's gonna be a Dispatch Knower on the Shigenya. Oh well, because that means that King Wolfo can't actually play any more characters, because Boom Shigenyas are limited. Let's give this a full screen treatment. I remember how to do this. I actually don't remember how to do full screen. That is interesting. That's incorrect. There we go. Right. Oh, we see Kimovo just playing a Keeper Initiate. Guess Desperate Times. And Kimofo with 4-bit, okay. So Kimofo going a bit aggressive here with the honor. I guess he maybe bought the keeper initiate to prevent the unopposed honor loss. And then bidding low to pressure Kalimsha into not using the assassination. Could be the line of thought we have on Kimofo here. Because of course Kalimsha is on 3 assassinations, yeah. So Stora's cracked to go up on card parity. And Kalimsha going in Earth. Earth being a super strong ring in most matchups, but definitely in the Scorpion matchup. And we see him reveal Shameful Display, so I'm not sure if Kimofo... Yeah, Kimofo probably actually wants to defend this. It does defend, okay. I figure with the Keeper Initiate getting Honor and the Vice Proprietor getting Dishonored, he couldn't, Kalimsha couldn't use the Proprietor. Bow and Keeper Initiate, but we see a pass from Kimofo. It's gonna be Gaijin Customs getting discarded, so it's some kind of tower deck. I see, I see. I should know, he's on my team, but don't have the greatest knowledge of our dragon players. I know I've played against Kimofo, Cal, sometime. Alright, we see Kimofo going for the airing. Probably gonna poke on Silent One's Monastery. Gain 2 honor. So maybe this deck is a inspiration of, or got inspired by the Crane tower decks that are running around. And he also finds Shameful Display. He's gonna go scouting instead. Well, I guess with no characters for Kalimsha, that's totally fine. And there's assassination after the court games, interesting. So Kalimsha missing out on 1 honor there, good for Kimofo. Getting that extra 1 honor, and assassinating a fateless keeper initiative is never really something you want to do. So I think Kimofo is going out to this turn quite alright actually. Do see, however, a Goblin Sneak come down. That is a 1 of 2 Goblin Sneaks. It's gonna be fire. Fire to honor the Vice Proprietor, I suppose. Interesting to not go for air. I guess Kalimsha wants to increase his board state for next turn. 1 skill could matter. Shadowstalker getting discarded, as well as the Vice Proprietor. And Kimofo seems to be discarding the Lost Papers and keeping the Doomshigen. So he wants to keep around that. Ooh, we see a Lost Papers for Kimofo. However, both Censor and Forgery are alive. In case Kalimsha wants to use it. No, Vice Proprietor gets bowed. Oh, it's his Stoic Rival. Zoner character with fewer attachments. That is interesting. I actually like this character. Put a Finger Jade or a Fankatana art or something. You don't need to put much on it to find a Dishonored target, I think. And we see a Season of War from Kimofo. Try to find something better. Oh, we found some Magic Keeper. That's pretty good. But I don't think he has fate for much else other than a stoic rival here. Yeah. Oh, so we see Master Alchemist as well. This might be some kind of dishonor build actually. Or at least honor pressure. Because we also see, yeah, Master Alchemist, and that can dishonor characters as well. And here we see the Mantis Tenkinja, one of my favorite cards actually. I always love cost reduction effects. And there we see a 3-bit from Kimofo. So Kimofo is lagging behind on cards in hand, but it does have stuff that enables cards like Gesha Swordsmith, finding attachments, although Alibi Artist was just enabled, so Kalimsha gets another card as well. We haven't seen the Swordsmith yet. Oh, we see Higa's Sermon bowing the Stoic Rebel. And Mantis Tenkinja. And now we see the Swordsmith. Okay, Swordsmith finds... I'm excited to see what he finds. I don't know what's in the deck. Steed of the Steppes. Okay. Put it up so you can see. So it is probably some kind of tower honor pressure shenanigans. Or maybe just good stuff attachments with a couple of readies. Could be, could be. Honky Grandma just joined. That's a good username, Honky Grandma. +1 to user. Alright, we see Kimofo going for the airing with the Fate on. Not usually something you see in the Scorpion matchup, from my experience. And does go for another province. He knows what's in the row. I don't know what's in the row. There is Effective Deception, Secret Cache, Silent Ones, and Shameful in the row, and abandoning Honor on this stronghold. Okay. And another assassination. Ooh, that's rough. There was like 2 fate on that character. Yeah, there was 2 fate on that Swordsmith. The Kalincha down to 3 honor. So I'm not sure yet how many conflict characters Cal is playing. Seems like 0 at this moment at least. What was the bids? It was 5 to 3, right? Yeah, 5 to 3. We see Void to get rid of the Stoic Rival, so still a bit rough for Kimofo, although Kalimsha is down to 3 honor. And Kimofo is actually catching up in the card department as well. He's just lagging behind on board, so I don't think he's in that bad a position. I mean, sure, there's a Alibi Artist that's gonna pump out a lot of cards, but still. Alright, we see a favored mount go down on the Stoic Rival. That's gonna dishonor the Golden Sneak, actually. Well, probably Shameful Trigger first. And this is a Void Ring, so if Kimofo somehow has another... Oh, he has the Steed of the Steppes, so he can actually ready the Stoic Rival. So move in, and I think we might see actually the Steed used here. Common cost, sacrifice to ready the Vibrator. That is one of 2 common causes played. The rest of the splash being 3 Watch Commanders. And yeah, we do see the Steed of Steppes. And trading a card for 2 keepers, I think is totally fine here. Because you're gaining the fate, so it's just the card that is the cost for this. And getting a ring as well. Trying to turn off Sensor is super important. Even though King Wolfo is probably playing a lot of attachments and very few events, he maybe wants to maybe he wants some of them to stick. Alright, we see Calming Fevers. to steal that steed though. Albert is just snatching that horse from under Stoic Rival. So only one horse left for Stoic Rival. No dual riding for our dragon friend, only dual wheeling. Imagine if there was a cavalry family in the dragon. They would probably do it on 2 horses, because monks are weird. Yeah, that's totally gotta be a thing, right? King of passes, no second stated steps, and the gauging customs was discarded. Solid analysis, yeah, that's what we're here for. And now Kalimsha goes back with the Void Ring swing to get rid of that Stoic Rival. Double cavalry, go, yeah. That's what I imagine when you see these hyper towers with like 3 favored mounts and stuff like that. This madman. Stoic Rival goes away. Now I think Kimofo is quite a bit behind. Still, Kalimsha down to 4 honor. Gonna go up to at least 5 with the city trigger next turn. Oh, and another papers for Kimofo, so RNG is keeping him in the game. Though I think Kalimsha is totally fine with that, it is only 1 strength. American unit flash or a European unit flash? I have no idea actually, because I couldn't get the deck to work. It only linked me to the Bushy Builder homepage. So I have no idea. It's Guiding Customs, it's Steed, it's Favorite Mount. I have no idea what this deck looks like, even though he's on my team. Have list, it's American one. Okay, that doesn't tell me anything, but it's the American list apparently. So for those of you who know, it's the American list. And we do see a 3-fated Togashi Mitsu here, the old Mitsu. So then I suppose he's playing Void Fists and Hurricane Punches. Maybe Tattooed Wanderers, even though Mitsu has covert, so maybe not. And yeah, now we see down to 1 bits. And that's gonna be rough for Kimofo actually, because now we have double Albertists. So Kalimsha is gonna draw 2 more cards each turn with selection, and we do see the Hige Servant of Bao Mitsu, so it's gonna be a bad turn for Kimofo, I think. It's gonna hurt. You see the second Goblin Sneak go down, so that's both gone. 2 Hige's gone as well. And Kalimsha's gonna start out with a Water Ring, okay. I presume to get another character in case Kimofo can ready or find conflict character, so he has some defense. There's the box trigger up to 5 for Kalimsha, and Kimofo down to 8 now, down to single digits. Kalimsha passes. Does Kimofo have anything here? Any conflict character? Oh, come on, straight Mitsu. Yeah. Oh, we do see a Steed at the steps though. Does Kalimsha have another calling favors? He does not, so Mitsu stands. For once. Now, let's see what Ringing goes for. He's gonna get unopposed, because the only conflict characters that are left for Kalimsha are Miyako. And the Tenkinya is gonna get covered because I assume that Kimofo is gonna go military, if he attacks, that is. Doesn't need to, he's gonna do it anyways. And it's gonna go air. Military, maybe try to break, effective deception, or just go for silent ones. It's gonna be silent ones monastery. Converting the tank engine, of course. I haven't seen any way of the scorpion, so yeah, there it is. Making Mitsu into something of a potato. For Mitsu, when he's good, he's super good, but like this, pay 5 and a bunch of fate for a 1-0, not the greatest. So here we see Hurricane Punches coming down. Mitsu laying down the hurt. That's gonna be sound once broken. When it's bad, it's still pretty good. Yeah, fair enough. The text box on him is quite a thing. We'll do some King Mofo breaking that so he can gain the 2 honor. And now he can gain all the honor he wants. Which is gonna be needed because he's gonna be down on a lot of cards here. Gonna be down 7 to 12 at the end of this turn, and then 8 to 15 next turn, unless there's some other card draw. Now, do we see a second favorite mount here for King Mofo? That could be pretty good. No, it's a way with words for Kalimisha. Going in for the kill. Or starting to commence the end game at least. Stealing honor. And breaking shameful. And discarding a court games. Ooh. That's a good find. Considering Mitsu's status. Kimofo passes. Okay, so what Kimofo needs for next turn is Kalimisha not to have Hiki's Sermon again. Statistically, he shouldn't have found it yet, I think. But you never know. Card games are card games after all. After Blood Bowl, they are the most evil games. Master Alchemist will be of no use for Kimofo. Instead we see Retsugu. Does Kimofo play Retsugu though? There's not much to duel, there's only the Goblin Sneak and... Yeah, Mystic could be good, get rid of the Way with Words. Interesting situation actually. He's gonna slam the Season of War. Just get rid of everything. Alright, that's fair. Get rid of a storehouse for you, get rid of a storehouse for your opponents. The Scorpion conflict deck is very scary, so fair. Discarding Master Alchemist seems weird. Yeah. I'd assume honoring your characters could be super good in the Scorpion matchup. I've heard that is something that they don't like. Maybe it was too expensive for him. It is still a forecaster. So maybe that was the idea here. Want to go a bit lower. Finding Kitsuki Investigator instead. So not the most terrible trade for Master Alchemist. But yeah, Alchemist seems pretty good in this matchup, I agree. I remember the old test deck when Master Alchemist was part of it, and I saw people like put 6-7 Fate on it, and then just sit it there. Good times. Good times. It's a big board for Kalimsha here. And Kalimsha going for the safe bid here to stay under 6. Just in case Kimofo bid higher. I assume the Seppen Truth Seeker is gonna become a Miyako, considering the fate on it. Oh, and Kalimsha finds the third Hige Sermons. That puts him in a huge advantage here. I wonder what ring Kimofo's gonna go for here. I'd assume maybe water, but that is kind of scary considering the board. Finger of Jade comes down on Mitsu a bit too late, unfortunately. Maybe Kimofo is just like me and forgets to add the draw face action window. I always have to do that when I play like Hige Sermon. I always forget the first time. Then I have to change it. Now we see Kimofo going for Secret Cache. That is a very interesting play. I guess he needs the ensured trigger, so he can't go on Effective Deception, and Shameful Display is kind of suicide. Secret Cache maybe seems the best choice. Yeah, the draw phase window is tricky. So we see the first Watchman come down, so Kimofo is gonna have to be really careful about his card spending here. I'd assume he just used Kitsuki Investigator and pass. Just find a good card in Kalimsha's hand and then just leave it there. Kimofo has disconnected instead, okay. Are we having some connection issues here? I hope not. He hasn't written anything in our Discord, I think. Let's refresh, see if it's on my part. It is not. That's a bit of a bummer. Okay, so let's jump ahead a bit. So Kimofo is definitely gonna lose this conflict. Don't think he's gonna play any more cards. What would it take from the Scorpion hand, though? Kalimsha probably has back in the compliments. He has Wayward Words, probably, although that's gonna get played. Maybe for shame, could be a pick. Miyako could be a pick. Game of has crashed. Okay, so he'll be back. Then this conflict, Kimov is gonna go down to 8, 7, 6 with the score with the box trigger. No, there's no wave words. The wave words is over there. So unless Kalinsha plays another wave with words, Kimov is gonna go down to 8, yeah, just 8, 7 with the box trigger. And then what? Then Kalinsha attacks with Goblin Snake, perhaps. Going in water, try to ready the Elby Artist and get another 2 or 3. So that's gonna be 8, 7 from this conflict, 6 from the Goblin Snake, 5, 4, 3, perhaps with the Elby Artist, and I assume unopposed conflicts. So King Mofu is in a bit of a trouble here. Yep, that is the rules. Disconnects on one part are a game loss. There's a crash. Game is a remake, unless the players agree to one player taking the win. Although that is not mandatory. The official rules are to remake the game. So yeah, we see King Mofo now behind on a lot of cards. And I think that is both due to him being a bit low, trying to pressure the Scorpion to slam in the one bit early. Maybe that's part of King Mofo's plan, going for the strong Dynasty characters. We do see a lot of strong Dynasty characters here. Investigator, Mitsu, Alchemist, Swordsmith. But that also meant that Kalinsha could enable his Alibi Artists to keep the card advantage in Scorpion's favor. So I think it was an interesting decision by King Mofo to start bidding low that fast. But it seems like this time it didn't pay off. The game is not over yet. And he's back. Alright, we're back in the game. And it is King Mofo's action. Let's see what Kyle Witt can come up with here. Wow, SB's icon looks totally like the Fate, actually. Lucky him. Okay, we're back. And Kimofo is considering his decisions. It's gonna be the Kitsuki Investigator trigger on Earth. Probably a good choice. Now we get to see a bit of the Scorpion hand. That's gonna be good. Getting a peek at the Scorpion hand is always welcome. Hard hand, right? So maybe for shames we have the Scorpions, away with words, backhanded. Yeah, we see 3 backhanded. No way with words. Miak, of course, we do see. Forger is there. And Kalim just saved his alibi artist for after the investigate trigger. That's good. And we did see a backhand compliment get discarded, so I think that's a pretty good choice. Calling in favors could also be a good choice, depending on what's in Kimofo's hand. But now at least Kimofo knows that there is a calling in favors. Oh, and Kalimsha finds double way with words from the alibi artists. Oh wow, okay. So that's gonna be 8, 7, 6, 5 at the end of this conflict. Ouch. And then military with Golden Sneak on water for 4. And then 3-2 with the air. And then the 2 backhandeds for the win. So Kimofo really needs a ready or a move-in, or Talisman is not quite what he wants, but I guess this might maybe be a attempt to bluff or protect another attachment. Or maybe gauging customs, because forgery is offline, considering the huge honor swing that just happened. So yeah, we might see another gauging customs here. Passing. Back to Mofo, let's hope it doesn't crash again. Alright, we're good. So no ready for King Mofo. And Kalim's just gonna find Restoration of Balance. And I don't think that's gonna break, because if King Mofo gives the buff to the Goblin Sneak, I think Kalim's is gonna be fine to disguise Miyako over it instead of the Truth Seeker. Oh, but we see Earth Ring instead of water. Interesting. For Kalimsha. Oh, Adorned Barcha, wow. That's a big card. So I guess that's why Kimofo wanted to play the Talisman first, try to protect the Barcha. Oh yeah, Kalimsha had the Elegant Essence, so watering was superfluous. And this is probably gonna be Alibi Artist onto air, unopposed, down to 2, and then 2 backhandeds. So unless Kimofo has a conflict character here, it's gonna be Void. Wow. Kalimsha really going for the long game here. Yeah, this should most likely be game. Talisman moving over to Pursuit of Justice. I guess that makes sense with all moving. But I don't... Oh yeah, Hawk Tattoo. Perhaps. This could be a good swing for Kimofo if he actually wins this conflict. Let's see Hawk Tattoo. We see Favored Mount, okay. It's probably gonna get stolen. Yep. that is gonna get stolen. The win C and third move in of some sort. Don't think the deck runs 3 favored mount, considering he's playing a Dorn Puncher as well. Yeah, Kimofo just passes, so that is down to 3. No, the Way with Words hasn't been used, so down to 2, and then 2 backhandeds. And Kalimsha just BMing a bit. Down to 2. And backhanded for the finish. So yeah, a bit rough for Kimo for this game. Kalimsha, of course, good player. What I do think made a bit of a difference here was the early low bits from Kimofo. And also the 3 Higi sermon was very huge for Kalimsha. Even though he had other ways to bow Mitsu, that was a huge value swing, definitely. And that's why they're there. You have to be careful when you play tower, especially against Scorpion and characters of such like. But that will be 7 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 to 5 now, so the cat's eyes catching up a bit. And today I think we have a couple more games. Yeah, it's gonna be Thiago Aqua versus Rookie B in just a couple hours actually, and then me today later this afternoon. So let's hype up for that. And Kalimsha still derping around, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next game. Take care.